chum sauce from the fermented soy.
My first stop is this really authentic street food stall. It's just a little tent on the side of the road. It's called Toge Goreng Ibu Efon. So they're serving Toge Goreng. He starts by cutting up ketupat, that compressed rice cake, and then some tofu, and then he blanches some bean sprouts in this copper pot that he's got heated on wood fire, and then the bean sprouts go on top of that tofu and ketupat, and then he tops it with a ton of fermented soybean paste, and then a little bit of ketchup manis, and then sambal, and that's it. So I've got it right here. No meat in here. The sambal, he just kept it right in the spoon. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of a mix. And you can see a piece of tofu there, all those bean sprouts, the compressed rice cake, the ketupat. So there's noodles in there as well as the bean sprouts. He blanched them both together. Guys, bursting with flavor. That soybean paste is really dominating the flavor. It's a little bit spicy from the sambal too, and it's got a sweetness to it. It's a nice contrast between the crisp bean sprouts and then the really soft rice cake and tofu in there, but all the flavor is from that soybean paste, which is actually quite sweet. This spot is really the definition of street food stall, cooking with wood fire. This is nothing when his stall is gone. It's just a road, and then with just this little tarp over top, and then serving some really delicious, hearty, cheap eats.
Please meet them.
If you order for takeaway, he just wraps it up in a couple banana leaves. Really good for the environment, but then he puts it in a plastic bag, so it kind of defeats the purpose. Here at the stall, they're doing everything the traditional way, from the takeaway in the banana leaf to using a pipe to maintain that flame underneath to keep the temperature the right temperature. Really good food and such a cool stall. Just moving right along to the next spot here in Bogor. So as I was walking down the street, I spotted this guy with a little push cart selling something called ice beer kochok. So it's not beer, but he calls it beer, and it's kochok means to shake. So what it really is like a ginger ale. So he uses a mixture of ginger, cinnamon, cloves, palm sugar, and then with the ice he just shakes it, and then pours it in a bag. Sticking with the ruining the environment theme, he puts it in a bag with a straw. So I'm gonna try it out. Really authentic, just a little push cart, and he's right outside of the Indomart, the convenience store here. Let me try out the ice beer kochok. Oh my gosh, so sweet. Wow. Yeah, so most drinks here in Indonesia are gonna be really sweet. You're gonna wanna ask for less sugar, but the flavor of the ginger in there, really refreshing. You can taste the cinnamon and cloves, a little bit of spiciness. And it's definitely nice and cold, but a little bit too sweet for me. So the owner here, his father started this business in 1965, selling this exact same drink. He used to have it on one of the yokes, the things that you carry on your shoulder, but now he's got it on this push cart. And I wouldn't totally recommend, if you are not seasoned street food eater, or you haven't traveled in Asia much, to have too many drinks on the street with ice like that. But he's been around since 1965, so I think I'm gonna be okay. I hope I'm gonna be okay.